In Spanish, they say que lástima. Traditionally, we say too bad for you. In this video, we're going to talk about the media trying to manipulate Meghan and Harry into branding them as undesirable brand ambassadors and a hazard to work with. Too bad it didn't work out for the Sun or the British media who was trying to push this lie. Netflix is saying, hey, this deal still stands. No, anyone who knows how the Sun operates when it comes to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle would have been able to automatically detect that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry was thrown under the bus again to cover up some, royal mess that is going on. Listen, people out here are cheating on their wife. People are causing a mess in the royal family, and they expect to put it all on Miss Meghan Markle because she's the one who is refusing to just be their lapdog. And honestly, I don't agree with everything that Miss Meghan Markle has done. I believe that she had every right to tell her story, but after the first interview, maybe the first 3 interviews, I would have ended everything right there and stopped talking about the royal family, stop giving them that importance, because the reality is the royal family, they have always been messy decades before Miss Meghan Markle. But Meghan Markle was just a perfect opportunity for them to use her to cover up their mess and their family drama. It's a legacy of theirs to be messy, to be conflicting, extramarital affairs, and all of that. It has always existed before Meghan. Now, what I believe they are doing, and I believe this is exactly their intention, is to shift the energy. They don't want anyone to really look at how the royal family is falling. No one really talks about them. Kate Middleton doesn't get attention, or Camilla, unless you're dressing like Meghan Markle, like head to toe. They have to copy Miss Markle's look. If they don't, they're not looking really good. I mean, the price tag might be high, but without Meghan, they don't make it into the magazines. Not just that, Meghan grabs attention. The media, it's like Ye. Do you know how the media always try to ruin Ye's character? But at the same time, even when there's bigger stuff to report on, they will push that back just to talk about him. That's what they're doing to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And they're not just, talking about them. They are sending a clear message to companies not to work with Meghan and Harry. If you do, you're gonna have problems, like what Netflix is having, like what Spotify is having, and Netflix is letting the world know, what is being reported about this Netflix deal is far from the truth. If anything, this Netflix deal still stands, and it is one of the most lucrative deals that they have ever signed. Do you see how it goes? And we have the Sun, we have the Daily Mail, and we have TMZ that is saying something else. And they have portrayed this couple in such a way that if you were fool enough to believe that report, and you were about to go into an agreement with Meghan or Prince Harry, you would say, no, damage control, let's cancel this deal. But I'm happy that, Netflix is actually speaking out about this. Now, as it relates to, before we get into what Netflix has to say, as it relates to Spotify and their podcasts, I believe that podcasts, they are a bit tough. You have to have something really, gripping, something that could really keep the attention span of your audience. People love murder mystery. They love a good conspiracy theory. And Meghan is just not that type of person. But even what they reported about the Spotify podcast, it is not as bad as they're making it seems. What happens to Meghan Markle with her podcast happens more than 50% of the times. So we can clearly see that the media definitely has an agenda. Now, let's get into Netflix, because Netflix, they're speaking out, and I'm happy that they are doing so. Netflix is saying the bond with Archewell production is one we deeply value, a Netflix person told Entertainment Tonight. Right, they're saying Harry and Meghan launched as Netflix's most spectacular documentary debut to date. And our exciting journey with them isn't ending anytime soon. We are currently collaborating on numerous projects, including the much anticipated documentary series Art of Invictus. Now, The Sun and TMZ said, you know, Meghan and Harry such bad business deals that Meghan pitched an animated series to Netflix about, a young lady that admires world influential leaders, and Netflix is like, hell no, because you already have a docu-series to work in and you've got to come good, or else we're going to take money from this $100 million. No, if you guys remember, we already hear that the docu-series was amazing and the project was almost in its final stages, right? We heard that last year. So when TMZ and The Sun is coming back to portray something else other than what Netflix had reported last year, you could tell from that there's clearly an agenda. The agenda is, let's use Meghan and Harry to, distract people from what is really going on with the royal mess, the royal palace, the monarchy. It's a hot mess. And guess what? They know that there's only one girl who can sell it. It's not Kate Middleton. It's not side chick Camilla. It is Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle is a problem for them because they don't understand how is it that despite the numerous attacks against her, she keeps pivoting and she keeps thriving. But if they were looking at Meghan's track record before she married Prince Harry, they would know that this woman has always done damn amazing work, and she has humongous accomplishment under her belt as a philanthropist. Like, she has been giving a lot of herself, her own money, to ensure that other young girls are taken care of. She has been identifying needs and areas of improvement for a lot of people in different countries, even in her own country. And this is why she has, up to this date, received some of the most prestigious award in philanthropy for her service. But they're not paying attention to that. They're just using the media to brainwash people, and people are buying into it, right? Because there's a royal mess going on. If you think about it, just a couple weeks ago, the amount of money that was spent on the royal wedding was like a sore thumb to the British people, because there are currently a lot of people who are losing their homes, and they're saying that money could have been invested in other areas of their country. People are questioning, King Charles as a leader. People are still not happy. They don't see leadership. They don't feel leadership. Prince Williams and Kate Middleton seems as though they're sleeping in separate rooms. Kate Middleton is there trying to upstage Prince Charles as though, she wants all the attention for herself. And then we have Camilla and Kate Middleton, who cannot get a media buzz unless they copy Miss Meghan Markle. So what are they doing? They're just throwing all their filth and playing mind games with Meghan and Harry, talking about, oh, Harry is living at a hotel because the marriage is not working out. Because listen, Prince William and Kate Middleton, as I've said, those two seems to be distant more than ever. So what are they doing? Twist it, put it on the next brother. And people believe that this guy who despised his father for cheating on his mother, that resulted in his mother's divorce and death, they believe that he would replicate his father's actions despite running and avoiding the royal family because of his father's actions. Do you see how the media plays mind games with people? And if you're not looking into these things, you will buy it. But it's not true. Rest assured, it is not true. Now, Netflix is saying that, you know what? The deal that is allegedly worth $1 million, $100 million, because the reality is no one truly knows how much that deal is worth. People are just floating around this $100 million. Now, I believe that the Netflix deal is over $100 million. I honestly believe that. Now, they're saying that, the Spotify deal is worth $20 million. And I also believe that the Spotify deal is worth more than that. So what they're saying is that, Meghan and Harry, well, Meghan has the Spotify deal, Meghan and Harry has the Netflix deal. They're saying that Netflix is going to take money out of the 100 million. Spotify is saying, you know what, this thing is not working. But Netflix is the one that is standing up to say, no, things are on board, things are really going really well, and we even have gotten better results than expected. So you know that once this report comes out, what they're going to try to do next is to suppress the truth so that it doesn't become a major news. People really who aren't looking for the truth are gonna look for this. People who are looking for lies will see the lie that is being reported. The truth will be the last thing that they go for. And as such, people will always believe that Meghan Markle is just a loser and she has ruined the royal family, when the reality is she's always a winner. The reality is the royal family has always been a hot goddamn mess, even decades before Meghan Markle was born. There's always theft, betrayal, alleged murder, alleged character assassination, and the list goes on. Meghan is just now the face that they're using to blame for everything. First, it was, Lady Diana, she's no longer with us. And now that she's no longer with us, Meghan Markle decided that she's not going to conform to the family's tradition. She will not be living in a castle and be used as these people's footstool. They're not having it. So let's throw her under the bus and let's dump all of her garbage and unpleasantry on her. Let's blame her for ruining this already messy, corrupt family, that has a long history of mess and corruption. But only those who are seeking the truth will see the plot against this woman. But again, I'm happy that Netflix is speaking out and saying that this report about their Netflix deal is inaccurate. But I want to hear from you guys. Did you believe that Netflix was giving them an ultimatum, knowing that we have already heard that they have almost completed the project? I want to hear from you. Did you believe it or did you not believe it? Are you familiar with the trends and the patterns, how the media throws Meghan and Harry under the bus to cover up royal mess? I want to hear from you guys. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care. See you all next time. Bye, guys.